Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Galactic Civilizations 3 with me, Get Daved. I was about to say 2 and then was pleasantly surprised halfway through my sentence. The third one's out, guys. I don't know if you noticed it, but there was a shipyard I could see up there. I'm even going to drop this guy back to see if I can bring it back into view. Just to learn more, yeah. Okay. If that's just a minor civilization's shipyard, I'm not too worried about that. I'm feeling okay. I thought that might have been like a major race, in which case, well, I don't know if we'd be in a huge amount of trouble, but it would be something to think about for sure. I'm probably not going to be able to get that antimatter, but it's so tempting. You can do really fun stuff with it, and antimatter tends to be near black holes. That's been my experience thus far. I suppose it could all be a grand coincidence. Well, yeah, watch yourself. Speaking of which, I believe we had a whole bunch of diplomacy in order. Okay. We have opposing ideologies? You really have a beef with pragmatism, I guess. Okay, well. Let's see if we can trade these. Man, I wish I remembered what I was working on. I'll take that. And that. And in return, I'll give you this colony ship. Yeah, just kidding. That's totally not an option. I have some very powerful music. Alright, pretty close. I don't mind giving up resources at this stage in the game, because I'm probably not going to use them for these next 50 turns. I mean, that might be a big assumption, but yeah, you guys really like me. Okay. You monstrosities. Okay. Altarians have a ton of tech, but that's kind of their thing. Sure, that's not much money. And it gets us decent warships, actually. Well, I'm glad we could come to an agreement, too. Alright, what are you about? Speed. I love it. Not much money. I mean, we're giving up pretty good stuff to get this, but I don't know. I think it's probably worth it. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting fleeced. That looks like somebody's name. Thanks for contributing, Katrina Devane. It's Devani. Also, we might be coming up on the U piece soon. Yeah, 26 turns. So that'll be the halfway point for some of our resource deals. See, I kind of want the antimatter because I can get some pretty good missiles. Boy, they would just take some of the swagger out of everybody else's step if I had them. That'd be quite an extension of our territory, though. Though not unreasonable. Boy, I'm getting antsy. I want to colonize this whole star system, so... It's tempting to redesign my colony ship for something with a better propulsion system. As a matter of fact. Population 6.8k. Terra's doing pretty well. Also, they're about to run out of things to do. Attract tourists, you say? Okay. We just picked up another tile, basically. We'll terraform it to get, you know, all the good states back. I guess we'll look at it that way. Actually, relatively close to where I live. Up on the Canadian side of the border, anyway. My apologies to you Americans who don't live in the heartland. Okay. Influence growth, probably not what we're looking at. Some people were asking what happens if you, like, build a refinery for various resources. It expends that resource and you get various upgrades. So I'm probably gonna save, like, the Durantium one for a production world, which I don't think is this one. I'm tempted to throw down a hospital, though, because we are launching a lot of colony ships from here. And can we do a little bit more? I think we're okay at that for now. I mean, this will keep him busy for quite a while, truth be told. Also, I might not be able to respond to all of this a little bit, but if you want your name on a planet, and who doesn't, or on a ship, just post it in the comments section. We'll say this is the official video, and depending on how many I record, we'll see if... Oh, right. Yeah, let's go for it. I'll probably live. Cool. Range bonus. Which I guess means we probably won. Go missiles. We do not have the technology to rebuild this ship, so I really hope it wins. Defenses for other weapon types give you a little protection against off-type weapons. Oh man, he got me. You know, video game cinematic camera modes leave a lot to be desired. Oh man. I can't hack this suspense. Please tell me it's one-on-one now. It was. Thank goodness. That's terrifying. Even though I knew they probably won, that was still just absolutely nerve-wracking. We'll park there for a minute. We'll parkour there. Oh, great. Another colony ship launching. Fantastique. Absolutely. Oh, we'll go with the Mr. Darcy system. Oh no, he wanted a spaceship named after him, so we'll save that one. Who else we got? No, you know what? New Dave Dia. I know who gets it named after him. Me! Okay. Alright. Sonic screen, which can kill the insects. Yeah, get people in here. Come see the horrible organisms. So pragmatic seems the least advantageous. Huh. Yeah. Hopefully we didn't destroy the ecosystem. Maybe we did? Oh well. Factory time. Okay, we've got a nice little haven there. Okay. I'll drop the factories yonder. I think we'll want at least 2. Tourism and morale sort of stuff. We still don't have the primary buildings for that, so we'll wait for now. Oh, antimatter, you're so great. Yeah, we'll let them get started on that. I'm basically stalling until I get some ships researched that'll allow me to take care of this sort of stuff. But I'm also putting off researching the technology that will get me those things. Alright, colony ship the next. More social manufacturing. Go for that one because it's nice and close. And we'll redirect even more production because I still don't want to bother, you know, having multiple shipyards, even though it would be super convenient, but my next constructor is going to go way the heck over there. And speaking of which, ideology. I got some pragmatism points, didn't I? The Preparedness Center. Which you have to get early on to be beneficial, but I think I may go for it. Boy, if only I had that trait that... Oh, influence boost. If I had the trait that allowed me to get the first building for free. Looks like the Altarian's colors, so I'm not going to freak out. We know about each other, no big deal. Sort of thing's gonna happen. Also look like if I can colonize this batch and really lock it down, we'll have a decent sized empire on our hands. It's something to get excited about. Because this represents a pretty, I don't know, pretty good chunk of real estate, probably slightly more than our fair share, which is basically exactly what you want from the beginning of the game. Yay! Okay. I mean, that looks pretty good by itself. Market Center and Entertainment Center I think we're overdue for, though. Because I keep putting off major development on my planets to stall for their inevitable arrival. What is that? Looks like it would be a black hole or a wormhole or something. It's got holes, whatever it is. And let's think this through. Oh, hold on a minute. Not that I designed this, but is the colony ship Mark II using fancy new propulsion technology? Let's check the thing on the side. It's a lot more expensive, that's for darn sure. But almost twice as fast. I reluctantly accept. We're reaching the point where that's worth it. Yeah, especially with those dirty Altarians poking their nose around all these nice planets. I don't want to share. I mean, we could always try culture bombing it, but all that investment in culture is kind of a waste of great money. Great. So, while you're feeling thankful, hello. I have no idea what that is. I'll sell you something. How about that? Because I don't think they're doing anything too crazy. You know what? 300 cool credits. I'll take it. And hopefully you don't talk to anyone else. And you do keep on researching and all that good stuff. Were they rated ahead of... Okay, by this metric they're very near the bottom. That makes more sense. The game thinks I'm doing okay, which is nice. Yeah, the Kryn. They have a good start. With their money. Yeah, we're all getting along. That's nice. Everybody's relationship-o-meter, the relationship-o-tron 5000 is all trending in the right direction. That's happiness, folks. Hey. Rubicon. Looks like someone I don't want to meet. Yeah. Well, we had to run into them sooner or later. Good news is it looks like they don't have a huge empire. Actually, they're right by the Kryn, I think, so... some of my problems could solve themselves. I mean, I'd love to colonize that planet, but I don't think it's going to be worth the effort. I mean, if we were, like, going to mount an invasion, that'd be an awesome spot, but they've even pimped out this starbase a little bit. That's going to be pretty tricky to take out. Yeah, I think that would be so far into the future that I don't think it's realistic for us to go there for colonization. We got to let someone else do that. Just challenging work. Once we can get enough firepower on our ships that we can destroy a starbase, then we'll be in business. Continuing the trend of my colony ships being finished roughly in the amount of time it takes another one to arrive. That's kind of nice, I guess. Oh boy. Raptor! Raptor and your leaking seals. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Okay. Boy, it's all bad news. Well, yeah, I mean, look, if that's gonna... I'm not lowering my standards, and I know what I should do. Like, this is a calculation-based thing. I should just make the calculation. But you know what? I'm here for the narrative. +2 to military, if I build any military stuff here. Well, that may not be this world's cup of tea, but you never know. I'll save that slot. We'll dump the factories over yonder. And money, I like that stuff. We'll save it though, because our money building is still not quite ready. I'm gonna put you on Auto Explorer. I took it off for a minute, but we'll let them keep doing their thing. And I want to know where their homeworld is. The Drangan are terrible. Oh yeah, we did a good thing. Let's see what we can find out. Oh! So kind of like the missionary angle, or white man's burden, depending on how optimistic you want to be. And the two have been paired together. Can avoid almost all internal strife. Cool. Holy cow! That's amazing! That's a really good building. Okay, what else can we do here? Okay, so culture. Ooh. These are all really tempting. Now, if we were earlier, I would go for the colony ship, but I think I'm happy with my colony ship production speed. Free research points is tempting, but oh man. That building's good. Morale is also really nice to have. Whoa. Grants a class 16 planet, that's pretty cray-cray. A lot of these are amazing. Holy cow. These could be pretty useful early on. Temple of Enlightenment. Super huge. Building points. Man, these are quite enjoyable. Quantum Leap grants you a delightful television program. Jeez. The good tree is pretty good. Shockingly, I know. I think I have to go for this one, though. Unless I can wait on it. Oh, this is a really, really enjoyable challenge, Kate. Some of these are really... like, the benefits as they cascade through your empire are too good to say no to. Alright, I'm going with my gut. And I'm just going to take the research bonus. And then feel terrible about that decision. I regret my decision. Okay, so we've got the buildings. And a ton of free research points, so I think we can apply them to other things. Maybe not. Let's take a look at the tree real quick. Yeah, we have 38 research points still. This moves us towards planetary invasion. Oh man, there's no choice to be made there. Soldiering every time. Total production plus 10% is pretty good. I'm going to hammer this one out first. Alright, feeling pretty good about that. Will the Altarians like me better? Not what I meant to click. No, they still don't like my ideology. Well, get used to it. I suppose I should probably colonize fake Mars at some point as well. You can tell I'm just thrilled by that idea. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That gets us everyone but Mars. And that one, but I'm not aggressively pursuing it at this time. Yeah, I totally should have gone for the colony ship. Oh well. And Mars will give the obligatory colony ship. At some point, so far into the future, it barely matters. When the universe was born, our race was already 7. It's a Futurama reference. That's 100 Get Dave points as well. Wow. ISO the Wise, you're being hard on yourself. You guys are still a respectable empire. Look at you. Who wouldn't be DTF for you? Ooh. I like the idea of treaties. Dang. You know, you guys could really benefit from having better weaponry. And... Prometheon? Okay. That was an investment. Also, I was thinking they weren't a real threat, but actually they're definitely worthy of concern. From the cultural point of view, though. And I have a good way of dealing with cultural victories and culture-based civilizations. It's proven effective. Alright, I think we're going to end this one here, and the next one, the drive for colonization, will continue. We've done a bit of exploration. It's the age of expansion right now. And hopefully not war soon, but I mean, I'm starting to think about it. Everybody else seems to have a better military than me, so that's not something you want to live with for too long. That's not something you'll live with for too long. I'll see you all in the next episode.